Think Again by Adam Grant. You need to adjust your mindset to changing conditions and keep rethinking your situation. That's about it. A third of the way through the book, I thought, I've just summed up the whole thing. This is just filler. This is someone who wants to sell a book so they can get a bunch of money taking something simple and rephrasing it a jillion different ways and telling quirky anecdotes about it. As I was reading this book, I thought, I've got to stop reading these. They're all the same. And I think it's hard to rate a self-help book in a lot of ways, because the more you read, the lower they get, because you realize they're just saying what the other books have said, unless they're latching on to something specific, which this one didn't seem to be. About a third of the way through, I had written it off completely. Then in halfway through, he starts bringing up some interesting points about how to convince other people and get them to change their mind. He talked about how to, for instance, get someone who's against vaccinating their children to change their mind about that. Because he brings up a really good point that if you badger people and if you call them stupid, that's not going to win them over. He makes the case that there's just too much of that. Like, we want to vilify our opponents. That's what's increasing the battle between people, which I thought was a good point. One of the things that he talks about in the book is not to have a fixed mindset and be willing to change your mind. And I found that I started off hating the book, and then in the middle, in the end, thinking it was okay. So I feel like I passed his test of thinking again about things. So go me. I'm going to give it 3 stars. If you have any recommendations, leave them in the comments below.